Hi guys, today I'll be showcasing you how to just a refresher session on Unreal, and yeah, basically this is the Unreal page that you'll see. And what we're going to do here is there are different elements. You can do film and video, architecture, automotive. All of these, as you can see under here, is like minimal blank template with minimal functions, stuff like that. We're going to be, of course, using this, but if you ever want to use other things for like just lighting and putting things into Unreal to see them, there are other options here. So we're going to do this and open up a blank thing. And we're going to use blueprints. If you're comfortable coding, use C++, of course. If you want to use the visual-based scripting, use blueprints. And yeah, of course, over here is our project location and our project name. This one I'm just going to call as a refresher. Hopefully that doesn't really save, but yeah, we're going to do that. And yeah, I'll actually make a new folder for it as well, so that we can let's go with 2016. And let's put a folder here, refresh Unreal UI refresher. Cool. And then we'll create, and this will then I'll compile shaders and everything. It's going to take a long time, but hopefully yeah, we'll skip to that. So once it's loaded up, oh, that's switched me out into a different scene. Sorry. We get this default screen, which so just a refresher of everything. That's a really weird noise, but hopefully that's not affecting anything to the recording. But otherwise, up here we have all our file options, which we can bring out our new levels, open projects, zip projects, etc. Next one is our edit and preferences are here to change shortcuts, do other things under preferences. Windows, this is like to show specific windows that you might end up needing later on, and different viewports and stuff. Tools, this is more about the debuggings and other stuff that is more coding based. Building, this is where you render out your game. Building a game is essentially rendering out your game. Selecting, this is your select options. Finding your lights and actors, this is when you have actors and helpers, or all of the official documentation for it. As you can see, this is 5.6. It's changed a little bit, so having a little bit of a refresher can help, I guess. But as you can see, to navigate, it's the same. You hold right click and you use WASD. It might start off slow at the beginning, but if you zoom in, I mean like scroll up or down, it goes, that changes where it says perspective, and that will help how you navigate around the screen. You can also just right click and like kind of look around the screen like that, and left, if you hold left click, you just kind of look around as well. Left actually like stops you from, left click stops you from looking up and down. It just makes you look left or right, whereas right click you can see everything. Middle mouse allows you to pan around, and of course, and yeah, over here now you have all of these new things, so you can lock it into certain perspectives as if it's loading. But it's best to stick with perspective at the moment, because we don't have cameras for those, so stick with perspective for now. Otherwise, other settings allows us to, there's more settings, so you can hide or optimize things such as like you can not show your wireframes, for example, and other stuff over here. Over here, this is real-time viewport. You can untick that so that you get a unlive view. I don't understand why you do that now, but it is there. Mouse sensitivity and sound sensitivity. If you have sounds, viewport settings, and restores the layouts to show all panels, as you can see. Lots of new cool features. Over here is the play button, of course. and different selection modes for different things that you might need. Different modes that you might need. So you might want to go to foliage painting, mesh painting, modeling, etc. Animation. These are all your different modes that you're going to go into. And from 5.5, it's kind of changed where all of your tool selection options are over here. So QWER goes through all of these. I'm a bit laggy, which is really weird, but that's also fine. But these are your selection options. Let me just quickly find something to drag in so I can show you how it works. As I'm only showcasing you guys, I'm going to quickly remind you how to import stuff. So we're going to go ahead and make a few folders. So I'm going to make a new folder called models, and making sure our scenes are very organized. Materials. This should be not in the models folder. Let's try to move it out, but I'm a bit laggy. Move it. And then one more for blueprints. Okay, so what we do here, we're going to go and find our FBX model and drag and drop it. Remember to keep it 100%. And I'm gonna go and yeah, that should be good. Import. Hopefully there's more stuff. It is really laggy for some reason. Hopefully everything's looking okay. I don't see oh, it's slowly loading in. I'm gonna delete the Lambert though, as we don't need that, as that is the thing, that's like the default material that comes on the Blender file. And now we have all of it. And on the materials, I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop all the materials in. Cool, like so. And then we're also going to make a material thing and name it submat. Submat, and then we're going to go and double click on it to recreate our texture or material. Hopefully everything's looking fine. I'm hearing a lot of doots and that does not sound good, but hopefully everything is okay. Yeah, I'm struggling to box select that, but it's fine. I'll just import all of these like so. And then this one, I do need to, one thing that we need to do, if you guys like it, you can dock this, so we can actually, we can dock this on the layout, so it does not fade away, or actually maybe, oh god, it's really hard to do because it's really laggy. I'm quite annoyed. It's this one, I think. There was one setting that that doesn't make it move, but I can't seem to remember where it was, so I'm lagging. So yeah, that was a little bit finicky where I had to just dock it into some part of the screen just to see it better. But this is the ambient occlusion. So let's see, where's the ambient occlusion? 1 second. All I'm trying to do is plug everything back in, but it's extremely laggy for me, which I don't like. This looks like the base color. The next one is roughness. This one is metallicness. And then the last one is our normal map. Cool, that should have done it. I'm gonna exit out this window. As you remember, you need to apply everything, but it's compile everything, but now it's called apply, which is really weird, but it's fine. I wonder why they changed that sound. I mean, they changed that vibe. But otherwise, let's go back to our content browser. We're gonna go and make a blueprint class actor for our submarine. Sub BP. I really hope that my recording is going well, because something is constantly being disconnected. Hopefully that'll be fine though. I'm gonna go double click onto it to get onto another window which will involve the blueprints, and then we're gonna go to the content drawer, go to models, try to select everything again, but we've done it. And then we're gonna go and put this underneath our default scene route, and there we have it. There we have our submarine. We're gonna go look around. I'm gonna make sure we select everything here. So go and go to materials, and we should have a materials submat, and that should bring it up hopefully soon. Let's compile it. There we go. There we have it, our little submarine from before. And I'm gonna go and drag it in from our blueprints. I'm just gonna make sure all my wires are plugged in properly here. I think they are now. I'm gonna go and drag and drop my thingy, so now I can go and demonstrate these little tools again. So first one that is selected is on a hotkey R. We can make our boat thinner or smaller. This is the outliner. So the outliner, this is where all your stuff is the same as Blender. Underneath it is what the details of it, so you can see that it's all of this basically. Next to it is the world setting, so what our world lighting is doing, and all of this other information about that object's properties menu, and also the transformation. We're gonna have our E, which is our rotation, so rotates around. And as you can see, this is locked into different increments, all of these movements. We can move it up and down, etc. Press Q to just select different objects. So I can select the floor and stuff. There's snapping options. Snapping options for different things, different like axes or actors or whatever. But we have our snapping options over here, which is a grid snap. So for example, if I were to move this guy left and right, well, it's actually quite smooth, so let's try to set it to a higher thing, so like maybe 500. You can see that it snaps every 500, and sometimes you might want to place things more accurately, so 1 is like the smoothest you can get. And this is similar for the rotations over here, as you can see. And that's basically all the UI refresher you might need. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and please ask me questions, and I'll show you more stuff about Unreal. But that's your UI Unreal refresher.